The wedding celebration hook. Visuals: a grand wedding hall, music, laughter, dancing, bride and groom surrounded by guests. Narration: I still remember that night like it happened yesterday. The music was loud, the lights were glowing, and laughter filled the air. It was my best friend Ethan's wedding. Everyone was celebrating, raising their glasses to his happiness. But in the middle of all the joy, his sister, Claire, walked up to me. She touched my arm gently, leaned in close so no one else could hear, and whispered words that froze me where I stood. I need you tonight. Scene 2, Shock and Suspense. Visuals: close-up of narrator's stunned face, Claire's eyes full of fear. Narration: at first, I didn't know what she meant. Was she asking for help? Was it something serious, or was it something I couldn't even let myself imagine? What happened next changed my entire perspective on friendship, family, and what it really means to be there for someone when they need you most. Scene 3, Flashback, introducing Ethan and Claire. Visuals: childhood photos, memories of Ethan and narrator together, Claire tagging along as a kid, then growing up into a kind and strong woman. Narration: Ethan and I had been inseparable since we were kids, more than best friends, we were brothers. And Claire, she was Ethan's younger sister. When we were teenagers, she was just the kid tagging along. But as the years passed, she grew into a woman with this quiet strength, a mix of beauty and kindness that everyone admired. Still, I had always kept my distance. Ethan was protective of her, and besides, I never wanted to blur the lines of our friendship. Scene 4, outside the wedding, the whisper explained. Visuals: the two walking outside under dim wedding lights, Claire's hands trembling. Narration: when Claire whispered, "I need you tonight," I could see something in her eyes. It wasn't flirtation. It wasn't romance. It was fear. Outside in the cool night air, she turned to me, her voice shaking, "Please. I can't stay here. Not tonight." My heart pounded. Claire, what's going on? That's when I saw it, the bruise hidden under her makeup. Scene 5, the truth revealed. Visuals: Claire crying, flashback imagery of an abusive relationship, shadows, arguments, bruises. Narration: she confessed she had been hiding a painful secret. For the past year, she was in a relationship no one knew about, a relationship that had broken her spirit. "I didn't want to tell Ethan," she whispered. "Not today. He deserves his happiness. But I don't know where else to go." My heart ached. This wasn't the Claire I remembered. She wasn't weak, she was hurting. And in that moment, I knew, she didn't need judgment. She needed someone to stand beside her. Scene 6, the choice. Visuals: narrator thinking, looking back at the wedding celebration, then making his decision. Narration: I could have told Ethan right away. I could have caused a scene, confronted the man who hurt her. But I saw the joy on Ethan's face, the way his bride looked at him. This was his night. So, I made a choice. I told Claire, "You're not alone. Whatever happens tonight, you're not going through this by yourself. Let's get you somewhere safe." She broke down, sobbing in my arms. And for the first time in a long time, she let someone carry the weight she had been holding. Scene 7, safe haven. Visuals: car driving through the night, arriving at narrator's apartment, warm lighting, tea being served. Narration: We slipped out quietly. I drove her to my apartment across town, a place she knew she'd be safe. That night wasn't about romance. It wasn't about anything people might assume. It was about humanity. I gave her tea, wrapped her in a blanket, and just sat with her while she cried. Hours passed. She told me everything, every fear, every broken piece of her story. And as I listened, I realized something powerful. Sometimes, the greatest gift isn't advice. It's silence that says, I hear you. You're safe. Scene 8, the morning after. Visuals, morning sunlight, Claire looking calmer, more hopeful. Narration, the next morning, she looked different, still fragile, but lighter. She whispered, "Thank you, for not asking for explanations, for not telling me what to do, for just being here." I smiled. "You don't have to carry this alone anymore. Ethan will understand. And I'll stand by you always." For the first time, she believed it. Scene 9, the twist. Visuals, narrator on phone with Ethan a week later. Narration, a week later, Ethan called me. "I know Claire stayed with you after the wedding," he said. My stomach dropped, thinking he might be upset. But then his voice softened. "She told me everything. She told me how you were there for her when she couldn't stand on her own. I don't know how to thank you." And that's when I realized helping Claire wasn't just an act of kindness. It was a lifeline. Scene 10, the healing journey. Visuals, montage of Claire rebuilding her life, therapy, smiling again, reconnecting with family, journaling, walking outside freely. Narration, weeks turned into months. Claire left the relationship for good. She found help. She rebuilt her life, piece by piece. And through it all, I stayed by her side, not as a hero, but as a friend who refused to leave. One evening she said to me, "That night, when I told you I needed you, I thought you'd see me as weak. But you saw me as someone worth saving. And that gave me hope." Scene 11, emotional climax and closing message. Visuals, Claire and Ethan hugging, narrator watching with a smile, warm sunlight. Narration, looking back, I realize, life isn't about grand gestures. It's about the quiet moments when someone whispers, "I need you," and you choose to answer with love, not judgment. Ethan's wedding wasn't just the day he started a new life, it was also the day his sister found the courage to begin hers. And I learned that sometimes, being someone's anchor in the storm can change both of your lives forever. Because kindness, real, selfless kindness isn't just an act. It's a choice. A choice that heals, restores, and reminds someone that they are never alone.